a grand restaurant in Lyon, France, more than 20 tables were filled with honored guests. Pierre de Boy, a legendary figure in the European wine industry. When he was invited to give a speech after winning a prestigious wine-making award, yet he fell to his knees in tears before an elderly woman in a worn-out coat. He remained kneeling for a long time, tears streaming down his face. Everyone in the dock district of Lyon knew that 10-year-old Pierre was a neglected street child. His father, a dock worker, was a notorious drunk who beat his wife and son whenever he came home intoxicated, unable to endure the abuse. His mother eventually left home. From then on, Pierre had no mother, and meals became uncertain. When hunger became unbearable, he often searched bakery dumpsters by the docks for scraps. One snowy night, his father got drunk again and threw Pierre out of the house. Wearing only a thin, torn jacket, he wandered through the snow for exhausted and hopeless. He reached an old bridge by the harbor and leaned over the railing, wanting to end it all. A freezing gust carried away the wool hat his mother had knitted before she left. Stumbling through the snow, Pierre chased it to the door of a small grocery store. His body curled up from the cold, and he was about to lose consciousness. The owner, Margaret, lived alone and ran the little shop herself. Seeing the child shivering blue in the snow, she bent down and carried him inside. Pierre would later say that was the first time in his life he truly understood the meaning of warmth. Margaret wrapped him in blankets, cooked hot soup, and dressed him in her son's old clothes. That night, Pierre developed a high fever, and the old woman stayed by his bedside until dawn. When the fever finally broke and he opened his eyes, the first thing he saw was Margaret's gentle and comforting smile. He never forgot that kind and loving smile for the rest of his life. From that day on, the grocery store became Pierre's home. Margaret cooked for him every day and taught him how to read and write. Before sunrise each morning, Pierre organized the shop before going to school. Years later, his father froze to death beside the docks after a drunken night. Margaret officially adopted Pierre and became his legal grandmother. When Pierre was admitted to the Bordeaux Wine Academy, Margaret gave him all her savings and said, "No matter which university you enter, Grandma will find a way to help you graduate." During college, he worked harder than anyone, laboring in vineyards whenever he had free time. After graduation, he started as a junior wine taster and climbed steadily toward success. At 35, he acquired an old winery on Bordeaux's left bank. 3 years later, his wine won a major award, bringing him worldwide fame. Every year, Pierre returned to Lyon several times to share simple meals with Grandma in her little kitchen. He also established a charitable foundation in Margaret's name. Its mission was to support orphan children with nowhere else to turn. He often told his employees, "I was once an orphan by the docks." It was Margaret who rescued me from the depths of despair. Sometimes all it takes is opening a door, offering a bowl of hot soup, or speaking a kind word that alone can pull someone back from the edge of a cliff. Margaret never believed she had done anything extraordinary on that snowy night. She never knew that the freezing child she saved would later save countless other orphans. Such is the power of kindness and good deeds. A seed sprouts in one heart and is passed on from person to person until it grows into a vast forest, reaching beyond all boundaries. This is the radiance of kindness. This is the radiance of kindness. This is the